The Modians have suppressed a popular revolt from the natives of Ginog 3, and thanks to a second troublesome scientist, their work may not even be done. But there's been a development. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris First Contact in our Clandestine Curiosity series. That is the development. So, been recording a number of episodes today. The first of which was the one that went live today. It's not going to be today for you. When I say today for you, you're watching this episode. When I say today for me, I'm talking about, I believe, 3 episodes ago for you. And one of the first comments on that episode that I saw in my break in between recordings here is, hey, that Casus Belli that they got on you is not just any Casus Belli. You might want to keep an eye on them. And yeah, this horde is not just any horde. They are aspiring to become the Crisis. So how interesting is it that in the very first series I do after I become the Crisis myself, I'm now preparing to fight against someone who wants to become the Crisis. So we are gonna have to switch up our strategy somewhat. We had a very successful victory against the Marauders in the last episode, and we have some things we can do. Specifically, I'm going to go ahead and send, well, where's my closest science ship? We've got some that are a lot closer. Yeah, there we go. All right, so you come in, research that debris, and then go back, please, and thank you, to assisting research there. You cloak and start flying around, but we have so much work to do. And we have, our economy is still not at a place where I'm really thrilled with how things are going. So we have a city district that is being built now here on Shalsbury. Let's go ahead and buy some things. I have to sell some things to buy some things, but when have we not in the past several episodes? Okay, so same thing here. We're going to focus on doing things that will improve food production a little bit. And that really seems to be helping across the board. And I need to keep pushing in that direction because we have a crisis on our hands. Or we're going to have a crisis on our hands. All right, that vote failed, the Non-Interference Act. That's kind of expected. That was something that I kind of saw coming a mile away.
The fleet has been refitted.
Good. Looks like upgrades are happening, and they are helping. I'm seeing a lot more power being added there. That's good to see. Also, can I go ahead and expand, because I've done some upgrades to... No, apparently I can't. Sad day. I was going to say I've done some upgrades to fleet capacity, but not yet, apparently. I thought I had, but not yet.
Research complete.
Let's see what else we can do.
Ever stronger.
Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and upgrade you. And I want to go ahead and build another agriculture district there. That is an ocean planet, so we will benefit from that. We have more destroyer hull points now. Very good. So let's now improve... Yeah, let's improve our torpedoes. That's just going to take 13 months.
Ships ready for action.
If there's one area where I think we're really winning right now, it's not necessarily that we're winning, but we're not behind in terms of technology. We have a technological equivalency with this horde at the moment, and I think with the ancient technology I have in my arsenal, we might even be able to surpass them. So I've got my fingers crossed, not just one finger. It would be really hard and painful to cross one finger. I've got fingers crossed and toes crossed that we will be able to do that. But I'm a little concerned now at this point. Been having some pretty chill episodes, hopefully not getting complacent. I don't think I've been getting complacent, but you know. Alright, I think I'm going to queue up the ancient refinery here. It's a sensible thing to do. And as I mentioned at the end of the last episode, one thing that I would really love to do is continue to upgrade my production of alloys wherever possible, which is going to be... It's going to take a lot of effort, but we can do it. Also, my influence is about to cap out. That's how well my influence is doing. So hang on. I can, with that, I can at least get a few more of these things built, and they are needed. Let's build some hyper relays. Yep, hyper relay, please. All right, so you're building an agriculture district, and there is room for more. Let's go ahead and sell 1,000 food. Sell 100 of those. Sell 100 dark matter. And now buy 1,000 minerals. And we're going to use that opportunity, you guessed it, to build a food process. Oh, just kidding. We're going to use it to build a gas extraction well. That's handy. That'll continue to help with our research. We have so much untapped potential that we are still working. Nice. Ripper cannons. Ooh, Ripper cannons plus 10%. So that could potentially be some good tech. Regenerative hull tissue plus 10% progress. We already have that technology, so that's good. Yeah, we have so much untapped potential. We're, in some ways, I still feel a little bit on my back foot from that initial war. I'm just doing what I can to recover from that feeling. All right, I do want to build an agriculture district here, but I'm also very keenly aware that my minerals surplus is evaporating.
Research complete.
Fleet command limit plus 20. Good. Auto-curating vault is tempting. Reverse engineering minor artifacts is also tempting and could be one of the things I need to do more than just about anything else right now. Is there anything that strikes me? Yeah, let's go ahead and look into that. It's only going to take 5 months. We have 1 month until armored torpedoes are fully researched.
From enemy wrecks seized.
Queen Wilhelmine Belvedere. Oh, nice. We have a 15% naval capacity boost, but only while she's alive. Only while she is alive. That
Research complete.
All right, let's go ahead and sell to private collectors. That did give us a little bit of money. Nice. Metallurgist output plus 10%. That came at a good time. All right. I do want to research autocannons, but before that, I would rather get the metallurgist upgrade done. Feeling fairly optimistic. All right, let me go ahead and queue both of these fleets for upgrade, and then I need to get them both patrolling, to be honest.
Ships ready for action.
All right, you go all the way up there. And again, we still have not fully built up these fleets. That's what's crazy about this. Religious conflicts on Manward 3. Following the successful extraction of our rogue scientist, Manward 3 has descended into war. The empire she built has fragmented into several quarreling factions, each with their own interpretation of a religious dogma. Fighting has been particularly fierce due to the destructive weaponry the natives are now using. Several radiological dirty bombs have been so far detonated by the opposing factions, and it looks like the conflict is only getting started. This will not end well. That day.
Ships ready for action.
Okay, so here, I'm going to go ahead and have this fleet patrol from the opposite direction. Just protect our trade value as much as possible. I think one of the reasons we have a little bit of an energy deficit is that we're just not... I'm in 2 wars right now. What the hecking heck? The Queptilium Union and the Union of Latrepian Stars. I mean, I'm not really participating and don't care to, but it's so funny that I didn't even notice. All right, I think it probably is time for that food upgrade. Let's go ahead and do that. Anything to bring in more of one resource that could be used to sell and acquire another,
We
you know?
grow ever stronger.
Also, am I seriously... Yeah, sell to private collectors. There we go. Reverse engineer arcane technology. Okay. I'm going to say for peaceful applications first. All right, so we can have more happiness, less consumer goods upkeep, less amenities usage. All right, let's have more happiness for now. It's a decent bonus. It's not great, but it's decent. I'll take it. We can, of course, do Citadel upgrades as soon as the Metallurgist upgrade is done. Senate now in session. Council announcement, Thorquell Pact. I'm okay with this. Let's go ahead and agree so we can get a favor with them. It looks like people are generally going to be on our side with that, which is hilarious. Okay, I am going to build Agriculture District because, again, these will provide It seems counterintuitive in some ways. But these will provide both energy and food. However, I'm noticing pearl divers also turn food and minerals into consumer goods and trade value. So that's where my minerals deficit is coming from. That's interesting. Hadn't noticed that. Okay, I'm going to keep going for these two, but then I'm going to start, I guess, working on mineral production then. Hadn't noticed that. I'm glad I caught it. All right. Whenever a resolution you propose passes, gain 18 months worth of unity. After a resolution is passed by another empire, gain 25% diplomatic weight until one of your own resolutions passes. Ooh, persistent petitioners. You know what? Hang on. I like both of these. Let's go ahead and say after a resolution is passed by another empire, gain 25% diplomatic weight until one of your own resolutions passes. I love just this idea of being able to throw my weight around a little bit more. All right, we are definitely building our fleets up more and more. I think we're about to have our first 20k fleet. Zermapuk Galactic Polity has built a gateway in the Moscot system. Good for them. Interplanetary flights. Weather conditions flawless. Nuclear thermal rocket fully fueled. Flight plan optimized. These were the indicators broadcast all over Mathias 1 today as the Krull civilization launched its first interplanetary mission. The astronauts who had trained for years to go on this mission boarded the rocket early in the morning local time. Now they soar the space we share with them. Let us follow their journey. How nostalgic. How nostalgic indeed. It would be a shame if your ring world would fall under control of another empire. Arc 3 has been transformed into an ocean world. Oh my god. Welp. Welp. That's a thing that happened. That is a thing that happened. So, I mean, it's still high habitability for them. So they're doing okay. They're doing okay, all considered. But they're not happy about this. And it's understandable that they're not. This has been a little bit ridiculous what I put them through. All they wanted was, control their own star system. And I was like, nah. I'm annoyed because a pop-up occurred for the umpteenth time in multiple playthroughs since I got first contact, and I didn't want to deal with it. That's pretty much what happened. Mechanical failure aboard the first interplanetary Krull vessel has left it dead in space. No longer capable of adjusting its trajectory, the ship will soon be beyond saving. Mathias 1 is working on a solution, yet the odds are not good. However, we may have an opportunity to intervene. So we can say let them figure it out on their own. Use our agents embedded in their society to plant a solution. Get them off that ship. We could uplift them. We can make that ring world part of our own territory. We don't have to be nasty about this. We could use this moment. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get him off the ship. Let's frickin' do it. I love that idea. We're gonna rescue him. We're gonna do it. Alright, so we have this fleet ready to patrol. I'm gonna give them the order to patrol all the way up here. So they have a long patrol route. Actually, you know what? Let's do a couple of stops on your patrol route. Let's have you patrol to Krant. And then up to there. Like so. Alright, looks like this fleet is on the way. The crew of the doomed exploratory vessel is now safely aboard our observation outpost. They are understandably incredibly scared and confused, especially after we cut them off from their homeworld and let them in an alien cargo hold. We may have to consign them to living here with us. They can observe home from afar but never return. Welcome aboard. Mysterious loss of their crew will reduce the technological progression of the Krull's evolution by 50%. Inadvertent jailer modifier added for 10 years. Happiness -2. So, damn the risk. Let them go home. Let them go home. So they're now highly aware of us. Let's see if we might be able to uplift them. Let's see what kinds of shenanigan we can pull here, because this has been the one that we've worked with the most. I actually don't have a spy here at all right now. I could potentially annex the planet. Yeah, tell you what, let's, how are we doing with the... Oh yeah, you know what? I've got someone building a spy network on the Sibulans. That's not necessary anymore. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and indoctrinate the society a little bit. Insert Reaper reference here. Although we're going to be doing it nicely and with the good of their world in mind. Iroquois is almost done terraforming. How is Port Genevieve doing? Almost done as well. So that's going to be good news too. Having those planets as ocean planets will be huge. All right, food from farmers and anglers plus 20%, food from starbase plus 10%. Nice. Yep, let's go ahead and finish that blocker off. We have a lot of tech finishing very soon. A lot of tech we've been looking forward to for a while. Yeah, go ahead and build that hyper relay, please. You build one there. Okay, so we're almost to a point where we're going to be able to more quickly build these hyper relays, and we need to be. Because I think I need to get to the L cluster as soon as possible. I'm just a little bit concerned. Alright, Avenhead is needing minerals. Hang on, I need to make sure I sell some things so that I don't end up in shortage again. I'm really optimistic that we're about to see a pretty big windfall. There we go. Of resources once those terraforming projects finish. Council election imminent. Council election will be held in 169 days. Current top candidates. Okay. Didn't I vote for this already? Yes, I did. So yeah, we are not one of the top candidates right now. You would think we would be, but we're not, sadly. Okay, nice. I want to see what happens at the end of this month with those, both of those having been transformed, because we did just go from penalties. Wow. No noticeable change. We went from penalties to improvements, but no noticeable change. That's upsetting. Huh. Alright, well, I should go ahead and get some more cyto revitalization centers built. I should do what I said I was going to do, which is improve our alloy production as much as possible. I'm so surprised. Are you surprised? I'm surprised. Like, our economy barely changed. That's supposed to go from, again, we're supposed to go from penalties. Manward 3 descends into nuclear war. Oh no! A massive war was recently triggered between several of the largest nation states on Manward 3. While our researchers were observing safely from orbit, the conflict rapidly escalated into a global nuclear exchange. The planet has suffered extensive damage with the destruction of every major city and more than 90% of the population. Scattered survivors have emerged from the rubble, but our researchers predict that the planet's civilization will be regressing to a far less developed state. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, well, that's a thing that happened. Oh no.
Technology secured.
All right. Metallurgist output. That is a big, big win. All right. I'm absolutely going to go for this minerals upgrade. I feel like it's necessary. Most of our upgrades that we're queuing up right now are happening in less than a year. That's the nice thing about our current technology pace. And I'm going to see if I can also squeeze in a few upgrades to... No, didn't want to do that. Stop it. A few upgrades to the Otterton monuments in the area. I don't have... Okay, our energy shortage has gone away. So maybe it took a few months for the changes to take. All right, the Latrepians, Nodgeclocks, and the Zemrapukians are now the new council. I'm okay with this. We're in 6th place.
Research complete.
We're actually doing, in terms of score and in terms of ranking, we're not as like far down the list as we were in the previous series, which I'm proud of, given that we're playing on a higher difficulty. Things are decent. All right, I'm gonna go for the cheap tech. We're gonna knock that out. Resources from jobs plus 5%. Ha ha ha! That seems like a good idea right now. Let's go ahead and do that. 15 months away. Heck yes. That's across the board. Resources from jobs. Oh, also, that reminds me. Holy crap! I forgot. We can add another trait. So we can take up less housing. We can produce more unity from jobs. Traditional might be the way to go, just to make sure we move our way through the final ascension trees as much as possible. Let's do that.
There is new information.
That's going to be done in 11 months. Okay. We are once again at our peak here. So let's sell to private collectors. Let's reverse engineer. We've gained some research from that. Definitely benefiting from having so many artifacts in our territory. I don't know that it's going to grant us the victory, but it seems to be going well. All right, let's reinforce the fleet. And now you are going to patrol all the way down to Manward, and I'm not going to have them follow a special route. I want to have them follow their own path. Let them do their own thing. And that trade protection from the two patrols should really help our energy situation. And I feel like that's part of the reason our energy situation is resolving itself ever so slightly. Minerals are still a problem, though, so we need to have
Intellectual booty.
That project. We need to have that one finished, so that's good. Orbital rings, probably good to go ahead and build those, but I'm going to get quantum missiles queued up first. All right, so in just a few days, we should see a pretty big jump.
Research complete.
Wow, once again, next to nothing. Sad day. Now, one thing I want to do... Hang on. Disruptor is done. That's nice. That's nice. I don't care. Let's get the Research Institute built, because that's only going to take 9 months, and that'll really help me keep up the pace here with research. But I, several episodes back, prioritized this job so that I could have more of a certain resource good. And I don't think it's necessary to have those jobs prioritized anymore. I would rather let the populations of these planets decide where they want to work. I think that's the ideal solution. So it looks like for the most part, all the worlds that I did that to were... Yeah, that was a while back then. So in about 10 days, we should see a dramatic shift downward in consumer goods. Oh, it actually... They didn't move. They might be happy with their work, but I wanted to give them the opportunity to shift around. All right, so I am currently losing minerals still, but hopefully that'll turn itself around soon-ish. Do I have any stations in a nebula that could be nebula refineries? Yeah, this nebula is only in this system, not in the Aculum system. We do, of course, have the Citadel upgrade available to us, but our production of alloys is not that great yet. So let's once again do what I said I was going to do. Oh, hey, we can upgrade this colony. Let's do that. And then I will sell. We're finally starting to be able to sell things in larger quantities. So the economy is finally improving. Took long enough. All right, upgrade you. Yeah, I'm going to focus entirely on alloys for a second here. As much as I'm seeing other things that I want to touch, I'm not going to ooh shiny right now. I'm going to upgrade alloys. There we go. Ooh shinying is bad. Don't want to do that. No ooh shiny. Hang on, I'm looking at the colonies that have the biggest... Yeah, see, I can really improve... Man, increases the effects of its planetary designation by 25% if I ascend to this planet. But if I ascend it, then we're a lot farther away from the next tech. Oh, that makes me sad. Or from the next tradition, I should say. Screw it, let's do it. It'll be good across the board. Just go for it. All right.
Intellectual booty.
Nice. Quantum missiles are done. Neutronium armor is probably a good choice. Yeah, let's go ahead and research that. Can definitely see the benefits of having those patrols going.
Is under attack.
And yet we still have pirates. In what system? Oh, okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. That actually makes a great deal of sense. Well, let's upgrade you to a star fortress, and we're going to do a couple of things here. I was about to say, excuse me? In what system? What are you talking about? Then I was like, oh yeah, okay, that's fair. That is totally fair. All right, so I'm going to do this a little bit differently, just so that something about having like two trade hubs side by side and then two of, I like to have a certain pattern. It's totally an OCD ridiculous thing that is not remotely helpful in any way, but I like to have a certain pattern to the way things are built on bases, on star bases specifically. I just do, okay? I just do. All right, let me go ahead and improve the HISMA. This will make them happier. It's only going to take 3 months to make them happy. Research Institute is done. We can now... Oh man, there's so many good things. Gateway travel, defense grid supercomputer. Oh, we don't have the defense grid supercomputer research yet. Yeah, how about we get on that? How about we get on that maybe? All right, hang on. I need to see where these ships are traveling. So you're going to Aculum. And you're over here. Okay, well, yeah, that's totally fair. Let's just have them come in here and wreck face, and then hopefully resume their patrol route without problems. I always hate having to call a ship away from a patrol route like that.
Lost to the waves.
Why is that trade value not being collected there?
A species has been altered.
Nice. So the HISMA are now going to be a little bit more cooperative with me. All right, espionage. All right, we're still indoctrinating this society. Next phase, 3 of 4 stages have been completed. Nice. So it's going to end right now. Oh, just kidding. Okay. So there are several stages. Let's take a look at this. Every time a phase ends, a die 1 to 10 is rolled. The result of the roll is added to skill bonus and insights, then subtracted from difficulty. Okay. So I have to have a certain roll. Okay. So this planet... First of all, I can definitely sell some stuff for food now, which is freaking fantastic. Now you just need to build something extra here. I would say a Ministry of Production is probably ideal, but also Research Institute, right? Like, let's do Ministry of Production just because there's already so much in terms of industrial districts there. But Port Genevieve is ready for something entirely different. Let's go ahead on Port Genevieve. Let's do a mining district on Port Genevieve. It's a little bit different from the strategy I've been talking about, but I feel like the unique challenges posed by the economic model of the Modians, with the anglers specifically, and the pearl divers, like, I need some more mining districts. Kind of got caught off guard by that. All right, let's reinforce the Teal fleet. Definitely building some of our first big ships. Commence operation. We are now going to try indoctrinating the society. Compelling the crowds. Time alone will show how lasting our effort may have been on the Kroll. However, initial projections look promising. Kroll advocates have already taken up our ideas as keenly as if they were their own. Our operatives took a holistic approach, encouraging curiosity and a greater appreciation for other cultures in the form of stories, art, and community events. With Operation Indoctrinate Society now concluded, our operatives have left it to local xenophiles to keep these discussions alive and better prepare the Kroll civilization for life in a diverse galaxy. So... if I recall, didn't we pass... Okay, I'm going to go to active interference. It's not going to make all of our factions happy, but we have so much influence right now that, frankly, I don't care. Frankly, I don't care. And we're going to infiltrate their government. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to infiltrate their government. We're going to launch, and... because that world needs to be ours. Period. Normuth. You look ready. Let's get that done. Port Tamberworth needs some housing, so same thing. Let's do a mining district. Really starting to see some economic growth in the form of new opportunities to build things, so that's good. So I guess it does make sense for one of the fleets to be over here patrolling until this station is built. Alright, critical resource shortage. Oh, really? Did that just happen? Are you serious? That's fair enough. That is fair enough. Let's go ahead and buy a few more. There we go. Now we're better. We still have the critical resource shortage, which is annoying. The situations are a new aspect of gameplay that I'm still adjusting to. It used to be that the shortage was just a shortage. And when you resolve the shortage was over. But now it's a situation that's affecting artificer and metallurgist output until it's no longer a situation. Alright, time to get wrecked, guys. Sorry, you picked the wrong fight. We did get some minerals for that, though, which is nice. Bye-bye. Alright. So now we're resuming our patrol. And we're also 32 minutes into the episode, so that is probably going to be a nice stopping point for this one. In the next one, I'm going to continue to ride this economic wave. We're going to try and get all of our... I said this at the end of the last one, but I feel like there's a good shot in the next episode of getting all of our resources back into the black. And at the same time, let's see if we can... yeah, we can sell to private collectors, celebrate diversity. We can also find peaceful applications. And get the Ancient Fad modifier again for another 5% happiness bonus. Or we can make consumer goods less of a thing, or amenities usage less of a thing. Yeah, let's reduce consumer goods for a year just to keep things different. Lots to do, and we are still preparing. I haven't gotten any notification whatsoever with regard to the L-Gate cluster. We'll have to keep a very close eye on that, but things are looking good. I have some opportunities. Yep, there's one right there, actually. I have some opportunities to upgrade a number of buildings now that I finally have the resources to do it. And it looks like these are upgrades which are going to help pretty much across the board. We're talking about trade upgrades, we're talking about amenity upgrades, we're talking about security upgrades, everything. Also research upgrades. Look at that. So there's more to do. And as a matter of fact, I can go ahead and queue that up too. And this will help continue the momentum that we've been building. I really like where we are from a research standpoint. The Dothakan Horde is still equivalent to us in every way. I don't expect that to change, but I think that we've put ourselves in such a good position with them. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to acquire another asset. I can do it. Do it. We put ourselves in such a good position with them that I'm kind of prepared to take the fight to them when the moment comes. I just... it's the L-Gate that's one big kind of question mark, and I feel like I might just need to pull the trigger and risk it just to roll the dice and see what happens. I would just like to have things stabilized a little bit on the home front before that moment. So, with that being said, as I hiccup... oh, wow. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.